Good Saturday morning to everybody. Hope everyone's off to a good start on your Thanksgiving weekend. It's another beautiful day here in southern Manitoba. Perhaps some may say another cloudy day like it's been for the last pretty much whole week, rainy and cloudy. But it's a blessing to have another day on planet Earth and to try to pursue what God would ought us to do in moving forward in our day-to-day tasks. That being said, I wanted to come on here real quick, just a short video, and I wanted to stress the current petition that's going around in southern Manitoba in regards to parental rights and the sexualization of our children in schools and libraries, I guess in all public institutions for that matter. And just wanted to address the importance of getting as many signatures as possible for this petition. I know for some of you, you're probably thinking, oh, it's just another petition, and you know, to a certain extent, maybe you're right. I know for me, when I see all kinds of petitions come across my feeds and messages and emails and all of it, you know, I sometimes turn a blind eye, and I'll be honest, I don't always sign them. This one is different. It's pretty near and dear to all Manitobans, I think, for anyone that's concerned about what's happening in our public schools, specifically libraries as well. And for those that have your children's safety on all aspects and at the forefront. So that being said, this petition, this is physical signatures. We're not doing an online petition on this. So this is physical signatures, which, you know, can hold a lot more water than online petitions from what I understand. And, this particular one here has been, any concern that the public system, sort of say, has had with previous petitions in southern Manitoba has been addressed on this one. And so there is no way that they can delegitimize this petition, and our goal is to gather as many signatures as we can, and this one is provincial wide. Previous ones that I've been involved in has been for the South Central Regional Library. This particular one is for the entire province, and we are reaching out first and foremost. You know, before I ask the request, I'm just going to read the subject line here on top of every page of the petition. The first two pages explain it in great detail of this petition if anyone needs to see it. I'll read it as it's written here. We, the undersigned, therefore, based on the Canadian and provincial law and parental guardian rights, request that all gender ideology and indoctrination-based practices cease immediately, including school practices, policies, curriculum, and chemical surgery interventions, and that policies, bylaws, and laws be put in place to ensure that sexually explicit materials and materials that contravene the Criminal Code of Canada are not made available to minors through public funded institutions, and that gender ideologies, policies and practices are prohibited in public funded schools. So pretty direct and what our ask is. And so, therefore, we are trying to gather as many signatures as we can on this petition. If you are at all concerned about what's happening in our public schools, I'd like to just address this real quick. If you weren't already concerned, perhaps you should be more so now. With the new NDP government that just got elected, with the majority, I may add, bit of a shock, I think, to a lot of people. Although, in my opinion, again, I stand by the Conservatives. Basically, they got what they deserve, because I don't think that they had the people's best interests in mind the last couple of years through COVID and all of that. And we're not going to get into any great details on that. Everyone knows what I'm talking about there. But that being said, we have a majority NDP government in place right now, and honestly, I think the battle is going to be a lot more difficult than it was under the Conservative leadership, although they didn't give us much grace. Honestly, the last, you know, well over a year that we've been fighting this, and, you know, we haven't made a heck of a lot of headway. Although I wouldn't go back and change anything. I'd go and, you know, fight the same fight all over again. And that's why I continue to do my part, and, you know, hope that many of you that maybe, you know, haven't been able to participate in the past will through simply signing this petition. So first and foremost, we'd like to get this petition into as many hands as possible, into as many communities as possible. So we're looking for people that are willing to kind of manage a petition in their community and then get out and reach out to your community, to your contacts, get as many people to sign it as you can. And we need the physical signatures back. We're giving it about 60 days from now, so we have some time to get this done. And yeah, so we're looking for people who are willing to take this to their community and help us garner as many signatures as we possibly can. That said, we've talked about setting up an email. I don't think that that's happened quite yet. Just a general email where the request can be made if you are willing to take on one of these petitions and go out and within your community and get signatures. So for the time being, for anybody that wants to just for the time being, just reach out. You can message me on Facebook if you like, or on Instagram. I'll post this on both. And I'll also give out my email address. You can email me as well if you want a copy of this petition, and we can share further details there. My email is rick, just R-I-C-K, at richlandtransport.com. You can email me there, or like I said, message me on Messenger, and we'll get these out to you, and we'll give you some more instructions on how we would like it done. So that being said, I truly encourage everyone to get involved. Honestly, it seems like the diplomatic approach is getting harder and harder. Like I said, we've been putting a lot of effort into that, trying to approach it from all angles that we can. Bear with me, I'm gonna have to move out of the way a bit here. Park in the parking lot. I think I'm parking some people in. So yeah, so that being said, we want to continue the diplomatic way because we feel that there is maybe some hope left in that. I don't know what plan B is. I have all kinds of things that have run through my head, and we've seen what other countries and other communities have done, which is take pretty drastic measures. I hope in Manitoba that we will be able to get this get good policy passed, and that everyone can agree with, and that's in the best interest of our children. That being said, again, please reach out to me for the time being, or anyone else that you know of, possibly that has talked to you about this. We'd like to get these petitions, get them into as many churches as we can. That's a good place to get signatures. Usually you have a lot of like-minded people there. And again, we're not even talking about like-minded people here. We're talking about people and trying to get people involved that, literally, have their children's, their physical, their mental well-being, at heart. And that's what they truly want for our kids, right? So basically, I can't imagine too many people opposing this, although we know that there's a select small group that would. But that being said, we think the churches is a good place to take the petition to be able to get signatures pretty quickly. And maybe you can convince or have a conversation with your pastor to make an announcement over the pulpit. We're trying to do that in our church as well, and I think that'd be an awesome, very proactive way to be able to garner signatures. So that being said, I'm going to leave the petition. I'm going to leave it at that. As far as that goes, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And I pray that everyone or a lot of people will get involved and take initiative and take responsibility for a petition in your community. And let's get a whole bunch of signatures. I mean, we should, it shouldn't be very difficult if we're going province wide with this to get a whole bunch of signatures and to be able to show those to our elected officials and hold them accountable on all levels. So that being said, make it a prayerful matter, and hopefully God leads you in a direction that you feel is most effective for you and with the gifts and talents that you have. On that note, don't ever forget, God uses the most simple, the most humble people. He always has, and I think he always will. And I am proof of that, honestly speaking. There are many things that I've done in the past couple of years that I could have never done through my own wisdom, knowledge, or strength. I know it's all through the strength of God, and he's carried me through, and he has forced me to do a lot of the things that I've done the last couple of years, which I am grateful for. I'm honored and grateful to be able to do his work to the best of my abilities. And so I ask for any one of you to do the same. Okay, I'll leave it at that with the petitions. Just wanted to say, share some encouragement for Thanksgiving weekend coming up. I hope that you're in a situation in life where you can honestly be thankful for many things Sometimes that's difficult to recognize. Just real quick, I had breakfast with one of my really good friends this morning. He's going through a very difficult time in life right now. I'm not going to mention his name. I'm sure there are many others out there who are also struggling. I can speak on behalf of myself. I have many daily struggles, with all the different things going on in life myself. But at the end of the day, I think we can always find something to be grateful for and to be thankful for. And so I hope that all of you, perhaps, I know it won't be for everyone, has the opportunity to spend Thanksgiving with your families this weekend. It's one of the things that I'm most grateful for, besides, having a heavenly Father that loves and cares so much about each and every one of us here on earth, and that has prepared this amazing kingdom for us to reap when our journey on earth is done. So definitely don't want to make this any kind of a church sermon or message. That's not what I do. I have no gifts in that. But that being said, besides that, I am very, very grateful for my family, both sides, my direct family and my wife's side of the family. They've been an amazing support through my journey, and I am forever grateful for them, and I am blessed to be able to spend some time with some of them this weekend. And I hope and pray that everyone will have an amazing Thanksgiving weekend. Again, if it's hard for you, find that something to be grateful for and to be thankful for. And if it's something as simple as that you woke up this morning and God gave you the breath of life to walk his journey for another day on earth. So be grateful for that. If you're able to walk and move all of your body parts, there's a lot of people that can't do that, and that would be very grateful if they could do that. So let's not forget the things that we take for granted every single day. So anyways, without it being too much longer of a rant, God bless each and every one of you this Thanksgiving weekend.